Now, according to the internet, we should backtrack a little bit and just say that Taylor Swift came out with an album about a month ago now. It's been about a month. We didn't talk about it here because why would we?
About to say, why would we?
Yeah, that why would we? That's not within our wheelhouse. It's maybe within mine a little, but like I don't have like everybody knows I don't have before we even get here to where we're going. I don't have beef with Taylor Swift the way a lot of people do. I say that all the time. I actually don't mind her most days of the week.
It
But
came out October 3rd. Yes, a
October
month ago.
3rd, there's a song on her album. Well, apparently there were multiple tracks on her album that seemed to take shots at other people. Bless you. One of those people was Kayla Nicole, who is Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift's fiance, Travis Kelce's ex-girlfriend. She is the most recent ex before Taylor Swift. They had
Right.
a very public relationship. I mean, Travis is a very public figure,
Figure.
so their relationship was public, and people know Kayla Nicole from being with Travis and also just being on the internet. So she's a public figure in her own right. And apparently, Taylor did a song. I don't know how to. I think it's Opalite. She did a song.
Opalite. Who knows?
Whatever.
Y'all
Y'all will
could
tell
let us
me.
know in the comments because we know you're gonna let
Exactly.
us know
Correct
anyway.
us, please, because we're not gonna go listen to it. So she.
Oof.
No, I probably would, but you definitely won't. So
No, I'm not.
the song the song has a line and a few lines in it. Basically, the song is about past relationships. And from what I understand, throughout the album, Taylor is talking about Travis in multiple instances. And in this particular song, she is talking about him and his past relationship. And basically saying you were alone, she was scrolling on the internet or some I'm paraphrasing, but something like that, she says. People
Right.
people listen to the song and deduce that she's talking about Kayla Nicole and taking a shot at Kayla Nicole because there is also a video from long ago when Travis and Kayla were together where they seem to be having a conflict because she was on her phone and he didn't like that. And it appears that she said that maybe if he were to pay more attention to her, she wouldn't have to be scrolling on her phone. So it appears, allegedly, that Taylor has now made reference to this in the song. I know what you guys are thinking. This is from weeks ago. Why are we bringing this up now? People are speculating all of this. Kayla Nicole hasn't really she doesn't respond. She doesn't ever respond directly. Sometimes it seems like she's posting things. People have said that they think that some of the things she posts is kind of like, a little subliminal here or there, but it's never anything that's crazy or outlandish or directed directly at Taylor Swift or Travis Kelce. I know on her podcast, I believe it was recently, she said she's fine with beef. She thinks that people should take it to the booth when they have a problem with each other. She said that about Nicki Minaj and Cardi B recently. Anyway, the reason why I bring this up is because Halloween was last week and Kayla Nicole for Halloween dressed up as Toni Braxton and reenacted Toni Braxton's very famous music video, He Wasn't Man Enough. And people are calling this the ultimate clapback.
Not the
They,
ultimate clapback.
they feel like this is a clapback. They feel like this is a response to Taylor's dig, if that's what it was. And Yeah, so this had the internet buzzing over the weekend. I saw very largely that people were in support of her and saying that she won Halloween, basically. I saw those words exactly multiple times. The reason I wanted to bring it up though is because then I wasn't gonna bring this up. I was like, well, this doesn't have anything to do with us. But I also saw last night where someone said the opposite. Someone said, even if Taylor started it, even if Taylor was the one who made a dig first, the fact that Kayla Nicole seemingly responded is corny. And I was curious. What do you think of that? What do you think of this? Do you think that do you think that Kayla Nicole is wrong? I mean either of them really? What do you make of this?
I think you're allowed to talk about your ex, but you're not allowed to talk about someone else's ex. I think if you want to get your shit off, talk about your own exes. Don't talk about somebody else's exes. Especially when you know that it's a public thing. Like if you're gonna talk about an ex from a long time ago that don't nobody know, cool, whatever. That's number one. Number two, I think yeah, this is speculative. We don't know if it's true, even though that those things from the past do make it seem like it's true. We don't know it to be a fact. So if
Right.
you're gonna diss your people's your significant other's ex, put a name on the bullet. Don't be scared. Okay, that's the next thing I'm gonna say. If you're gonna do it, then do it, and not subliminals. You know what I'm saying? So I think Taylor Swift is corny for that. That's number one. Number two, uh, I think Shorty's corny too because why? But there's a caveat. If the biggest star in the world shoots at me, I'm gonna shoot back. And so if we being corny, then fuck it. We being corny. But you're not gonna get your shit off as the biggest star on the planet, and I'ma just be home chilling. If I feel like, you know what? Tomorrow's Wednesday, I feel like clapping back. Then I'm gonna clap back. Fuck it. Because if we being corny, then we being corny. That's it. Birds of a feather flock together. So yes, I think all parties involved are corny. But I think if the biggest star in the world shoots at you, yo, do what you want to do. Because at that point, they already did what they did. There's really not a wrong here, in my opinion.
Okay. I agree with you. I don't understand what place you have to talk about your ex your significant other's ex. As I
Mm.
said when I opened the topic, unless they came at you, unless you were
Right.
disrespected in some way, unless something happened that triggered that. But if you're just on some, I'm gonna talk about her because it'll get clicks and likes and views and boost album sales. I think that's whack. It's just kind of like, what? Why do you care? You're like, you and this man are locked in. He wants to be with you.
Right.
There's no contest. The girl is over there living her life and y'all are living your lives together. So
Right.
what does it even matter what happened in their relationship at this point? That's
Right.
always confusing to me. And I've never been the girl to like the dude who's like, do I do it better than him? I hate that. I think all of that is whack. I think all of that is corny.
Yeah.
So I'm not with stuff like that. Now, as far as what they've done, I do feel a little bit like, where does Taylor get off? Because just as far as like diss tracks go, what we doing? Diss tracks?
Right.
Here's what I think happened. I think the diss tracks were cool last year, right? And I think that sometimes what happens is they borrow from, and by they I mean like the pop princesses. They borrow
Hmm.
from the thing that is cool a lot.
Okay.
It happens a lot. We had Ariana Grande years ago doing basically her rendition of uh, 2 Chains. Okay, I think that when things are cool, they see what's cool, and I think their record labels see what's cool, and they say, you know what, you know what's cool right now while you're making this album? This is. You see what happened with Kendrick Lamar last year? I'm speaking in their voice, not mine. You see what happened with Kendrick Lamar? You see how it went with Kendrick and Drake? Do you see that? Taylor, we
Right.
need that. We need to capitalize on that. People are into it. People are looking for their next beef. I could totally see that that's the way the conversation went.
Yeah.
I think that's whack. I struggle I struggled with the person's comment about Kayla Nicole being corny because she didn't say that Taylor Swift was corny. In fact, I think she kind of gave Taylor Swift a pass a little bit and was like, "Oh, don't worry about what she's doing over there. You need to be more respectable."
Okay.
That's
I
how
can
I
see that.
took it. What worries me when we have conversations like this about respectability is, or
Mm.
what I question is, if this was Ariana Grande, would y'all be telling her to be more respectable? If this
No.
was Kendall Jenner, would you be telling her to be more respectable?
No.
One of the biggest stars in the world made a song about this girl, and all she did, again, I'm gonna say the only thing she did was put on a costume and like sub her ex. That ain't even. And y'all saying she's whack for that? Taylor was whack
Mm.
for that. It doesn't mean that just the going back and forth isn't corny. It absolutely is, right? But have the same energy is all I will say for anybody who thought that Kayla Nicole was wrong and Taylor was not. Have the same
Right.
energy for like you said, both of them on both sides is whack. Okay, cool. I could respect that. What I can't respect is telling this black woman that she needs to be more respectable than Taylor Swift. That's what I had a problem with when I read that. And I will admit, her comment was um probably in the minority of what I've seen. I saw a lot of women
Okay.
praising Kayla Nicole and saying, like I said, saying she won Halloween, saying this was too good. This was like the perfect clapback. She said something without even saying anything. Like I saw a lot of that. So I'm not saying that I, I'm also on a specific side of the internet. So I would see that. I have to assume
Got
though
it.
that there are more people out there who don't agree with this. Just just for the purpose of things being balanced, right? I can't imagine that this one person was the only person on the planet who felt this way. I'm sure there were other people who felt this way. And I'm sure there were plenty of people who, uh, like Taylor Swift, that maybe they feel that way as well. I did see one person, it was actually kind of funny, who said, "Oh my gosh, Kayla Nicole wrote a whole song about Travis? That's really corny."
All right. Ladies and gentlemen,
I
this has
don't
been
know who
Weeknights.
Tony Braxton is. Tony Braxton? 7 whole days and not a word from you. 7 whole nights and I'm just about through. Y'all don't know who Tony Braxton is? That stressed me out more than anything else. That stressed me out. Anyway, my point here is, listen, do what y'all want to do, but spend a little more time just like dealing with your own stuff, Taylor. Like, you won. You won. I don't think that's the way this woman sees it, but you won, right? If that's what this is, you won, girl. You got the man, you got the ring, you got the big old fat career. Leave that girl alone. Leave her alone. And then maybe she'll leave you alone. Because when you bother somebody, you can't really get mad at them for bothering you back. Because you bothered them.
Right.
Anyway, that's that.